Most snowblowers choke when they hit that plow pile at the end of the driveway. This one punches straight through it. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. Just so we're clear here, this video is not sponsored. My neighbor purchased this ARIENS Platinum 24 SHO with his own money and was kind enough to let me review it. Right off the bat, this is a winter wrecking ball, and it's made right here in the USA with globally sourced parts. Let's dive right into this two-stage. The model number on this unit is 921074. She's 24 inches wide and is capable of moving 73 tons of snow per hour. Those are some strong numbers by a model that teeters toward the top of the ARIENS snowblower totem pole. And to help keep this video strong with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. Now here's the dimensions. The width is 26.4 inches wide, and that includes the skids. She's 58.3 inches long. She stands 45.9 inches high, and she weighs in at 267 pounds, which is close to that of a standard vending machine. I'm a Kit Kat guy at the vending machine. How about you? Let me know in the comments. The housing height is 21 inches high and about 14.5 inches deep. And inside, a high-speed steel 3-blade impeller with a diameter of 14 inches. And that is a super high output impeller, or SHO, with modified pulleys for increased throwing power. And this makes a big difference when you hit that heavy, wet, lake effect snow piled high at the end of your driveway. And those 14-inch serrated steel augers look more like bear claws ready to tear their way through a snowbank. And spinning those augers here is a cast iron gear case. This gear case has been in the ARIENS lineup for years now, is super reliable, and comes with a 5-year consumer warranty as well as a 1-year commercial warranty. At the bottom of the bucket, there's a set of composite reversible skids. The center of those skids are steel with the rest surrounded in plastic. Along with that, you get a steel adjustable scraper bar that delivers a close shave to your driveway. On top is roughly a 6-inch wide chute that stands nearly 28 inches tall. This gives you a nice tall arch while you launch that snow and helps you shoot it a little bit further too. The quick turn shoot control allows you to pivot, point, and shoot snow up to 200 degrees, allowing you to send snow anywhere from 3 to 55 feet. That's pretty darn far for a 24-inch snowblower. Now let's see what she's working with under that top. There we go. Oh, baby, what are you doing later? I love seeing them this way. Usually as the belts start to break in, they get a little dirty. Seeing them brand new, I just love it. Here's your drive belt. Here's your auger belts. And this is a dual belt pulley system here, which gives you more throwing power in deep snow with less slippage. And here's your belt tensioner, which is pretty easy to adjust if needed. You can really push that in pretty far. And right behind that is a newly designed engine. This is the ARIENS AX 389cc snow engine, a winter workhorse that cranks out about 20 more cc's than last year's model, allowing you to power through snow with 19 foot-pounds of torque and electric start. Taking a look here at your controls, you have your fuel shutoff valve here at the bottom. Just above that is your choke lever. To the right is your throttle control. Just above that is your start-stop key, and you wanna make sure that when you push this key in, you push it in all the way to get it started. And just to the left is your primer bulb. Up top is a humongous gas tank, holding approximately 2.8 liters of fuel or 3/4 of a gallon. An engine like this, in my experience, will clear roughly 2.5 4-car driveways with about 6 to 8 inches of snow piled on top before it runs out of gas. And it's wise to run these babies on ethanol-free or stabilized fuel. Underneath that powerhouse is the transmission housing, which is where you'll find the Discomatic drive system, a tried and true system that will give you years of use. And if you're wondering how to replace a friction disc on your ARIENS snowblower, check out my video linked down below in the description. This Discomatic drive system will get you around with 6 forward speeds and 2 reverse. And on top of all that, this snowblower is equipped with the auto turn feature, which allows for more efficient turning and handling. You can turn this baby on a dime. And check out these tall tires, 16 inches tall by about 4.5 inches wide with a deep directional tread. And they're mounted on blacked out 8-inch rims. You could probably scramble eggs on those. Now making our way up the tubular handlebars, here on the top of the dash is a bright LED headlight, lots of metal up here on the dash for added durability. The lever on the left here controls your drive wheels. Next to that here is your quick turn chute control. Here in the center of the dash is a control for your heated hand grips. This lever here to the right controls your deflector at the top of your chute. Here is your 6-speed selector with 2 reverse. And on the far right is your auger control. Now these 2 levers have an interlock system. If I push down on the drive levers and then down on the auger lever, you hear that click. That locks that lever into place. So I can free up this hand to move my chute around or maybe my deflector. And then when I want to stop the augers and the drive system, I just simply let go and both levers release up. A feature like that is great for long driveways and sidewalks. Now, as far as warranties go, this unit comes with a 3-year residential warranty and a 90-day commercial warranty. Now, those are the details on this ARIENS Platinum 24 SHO. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go fire it up. Now, I know somebody out there is gonna say it. You should be testing this with snow, JB. Hey, I get it, but it's early November, it's 50 degrees, and I'm wearing shorts as long as I can. The Lake Effect snow machine hasn't turned on yet. In the meantime, let's get it up and running, rip it up and down the driveway a few times, and get a feel for it. The first step is going to be making sure that your fuel shutoff switch is switched to on. Then you want to make sure that your key is fully inserted. From there, switch your choke all the way over to the left. We're going to give the throttle here a little bit of gas. Then from there, we're going to prime the engine 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's give it a pull. There we go. From here, we're going to take our choke, ease it on off. Then we're going to take our throttle and rev it up. There we go. All right, let's fire up the augers. This thing just growls. I love it. Ooh, I can see my breath. Okay, I'm getting closer to winter. Now she's got 6 speeds. Let's test them all. Here we go, gear 1. Excellent working speed. Not too fast for a first gear. Now gear 2. Yep. Just a hair quicker. Still a good working speed. Now gear 3. Gears 1, 2, and 3 are going to be your working speeds. Oh, a little hop there. A little quicker. Not bad. Now gear 4. I'm ready to move. Yep. Little jump. All right. Now gears 4, 5, and 6 are going to be more of your transport speeds. Now gear 5. Here we go. Oh yeah. Easy there, Tiger. All right. Now gear 6 all the way up. Here we go. Running shoes are getting put to work. That's quick. I'm going to flick those heated hand grips on and see if they start to warm up real fast. And in the meantime, we're going to test it in reverse. See how she does. We're going all the way to reverse 1. Here we go. That's a pretty good first gear for reverse. That's moving. Wow. Just after my 1 pass, these heated hand grips are already heating up. That's nice, I can tell already. From here, reverse 2. Is it any quicker? Let's find out. Not too much. Maybe just a hair faster. Not bad. Those aren't noticeably warmer already. That's excellent. You shut those off. And then from here to power it down, I'm going to throttle it down. That's as low as it goes, right there. And then from here, just take out the key. Now here's what I like on this ARIENS Platinum 24 SHO. If you're looking for a snowblower that isn't bigger in size, but has the extra power, this is the way to go. The way this snowblower connects all of its features, the bigger, more powerful engine, the deeper bucket, the wider impeller housing, the SHO. When you put that all together and you hit that high, heavy stuff at the end of your driveway, instead of choking and bogging down like most other snowblowers, this snowblower just blasts right through it. The new engine design is simple to operate and nicely laid out, and all the controls are over to one side, so you don't have to reach over to the other end, except for the electric start. The gas cap comes with a leash inside, plus when you tighten it down, it clicks just like the gas cap on your car. Oil changes are simple with a long drain spout out the back, and I'll have my oil change schedule video linked down below as well. Next, we have a 24-inch auger housing coupled with a 14-inch impeller housing. This gives you about a 58.3% auger to impeller ratio. And in my experience, the higher the number, the better and more efficient the snowblower will clear snow. That means that this thing can suck it up and spit it out faster. Cheaper snowblowers that have a narrower impeller housing tend to take longer to process all that snow. So that means you're spending less time out in the cold. The auto turn feature is super helpful for easier steering. If you have a tight space to park this baby in your garage, you can get it in and around that space a lot easier. Whereas with cheaper models, you end up pulling and sliding the unit around to get the snowblower where you want it. Now here's what grinds my gears with this ARIENS Platinum 24 SHO. First up, future repairs look like they could take a bit longer with all these extra panels on this new engine. If your carburetor needs work down the road, it's going to take a while to get through all those panels just to access it. Now this is something small, but the oil cap up on top should be yellow, not black. People do weird things with snowblowers sometimes, and I'd be concerned about some snowblower newbies filling their oil spout with fuel rather than oil by mistake. In all my years of experience, a yellow cap is a clear indicator of that's where the oil goes. Next up, an on-off switch would be nice. These snowblowers don't come cheap, and it would be nice to use an on-off switch rather than a key, a cheap plastic key to turn it on and off. ARIENS, are you cutting corners to save money on production costs? Next up, plastic skids. Now, this is kind of a preference for some, and these tend to not last as long, but do give you a little bit easier steering. I personally think that these should come with steel skids, or maybe even perhaps they're commercial skids, which are a little bit thicker. Also, the quick turn chute control gets a little funky at times. Sometimes it kind of gets stuck in its position. So what I found that you have to do is you have to be very direct with this lever. You have to pull it back, then move it into position, and then push it forward to lock it into place. If you don't pull it back and you just try to wiggle it back and forth, it's not gonna move. It's just something that you're gonna have to get used to. And here's something that I found recently on these newer ARIENS snowblowers is the interlock system has trouble with the pins falling out. And this happened relatively quick with my ARIENS Deluxe, and I also heard this from other subscribers here on the channel. These pins here at the end of these rods just fall out after a few short uses. So it's a wise idea to keep an eye on them to make sure that they're not coming out. Perhaps get some pliers in there and really clamp them down tight. Now, when people say to me that they live in an area that gets lots of heavy snow or lots of heavy lake effect snow, and they need a slightly smaller snowblower and ask, what's the best option for me? This is the snowblower that I point them toward. For all the power and the features that you get here, it's priced right, with only minor price bumps from year to year from what I've seen. And when you couple all that with great resale values, the Platinum 24 SHO is a smart purchase. I'll have this ARIENS Platinum linked below, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. And if you want to protect your investment, be sure to check out my full snowblower rust proofing course linked below, showing you exactly where to spray to prevent rust and make your new snowblower last a lifetime. And if you're in the Buffalo area and you're wondering where my neighbor purchased this ARIENS Platinum 24, he picked it up at SHO Power Equipment in West Seneca, New York. I like supporting my local businesses, and they provide outstanding customer service. Stop in there and be sure to tell them that JB sent you. Huge thank you to my neighbor Johnny for letting me review this snowblower. He's one of the coolest guys that I know, and when I grow up, I want to be just like him. Please be sure to thank him down below in the comments. Not bad. Light and fluffy, baby. 10 out of 10 in my book. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe, and for more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.